Hello and good evening. Welcome to Lancing Football Club here at the Culver Road Stadium. It's a warm welcome to those of you watching live on YouTube. Thanks go to Your Instant Replay for supporting this fixture for the third year in a row. We're very grateful for them for their assistance in capturing the events here today and live streaming it so you can watch it. Apologies for the poor sound quality there. So the two teams will be out shortly for a 7:30 kickoff. The Signallers team will be playing in teal and black, and the number one goalkeeper is Curtis Flowers. Playing down the left at the back will be number 4 Sam Hobden. Matt Crowhurst and Matt Hoy will share the centre-back duties. Matt Crowhurst will be wearing number 6 and Matt Hoy number 19. Lee Stevens, player coach, will be at right back wearing number 21. And it'll be a three-man midfield, we expect, with Stuart Coles, number 20, Ant Bennett, number 5, and Dave Thompson, number 7. It'll be 3 up front, we expect, with down the left, Jamie Hoy, number 11, number 10, Sam Ketch, through the middle, and number 8, Jamie Baker, down the right. 4 substitutes named by the Signallers: number 26, Jack Evans, number 9, Oliver Warne, number 16, Russ Vickery, and number 17, Wayne Cheetham. For the Three Bridges Controllers team, again, they're expecting to play a 4-3-3, and they're in the all-red strip with the white piping. Number 1 in goal is Graham Matthews. Number 5 down the left at the back will be Kevin Marks. Number 2 at the centre-back position, Peter Thorne, alongside Phil McManson, number 6. Right back, starting for the first time, will be Ross Allen, number 16. A three-man midfield and a debutant for number 12, Gary Stewart, playing in his first fixture, alongside Shane Matthews and Sam Long, 8 and 14 respectively. Left striker will be Haider Agel, scorer of that viral goal last year from 30 yards out. He wears number 7. Wearing the no-numbered shirt in the red is Lavon Johnson, who'll be playing up front in the middle. And number 9 up front, Dwayne Hibbert. 4 substitutes named by the controllers team. The substitute goalkeeper, who is expected to get time today, will be Ryan Searle. And 3 outfield players named. Daniel McShane starts on the bench, as does number 3, Salim Ali, and number 11, Peter Smith. We would like to pass our thanks to the Sussex County Football Association and Lancing Football Club. They're giving their time up voluntarily tonight, and we are very grateful for them for doing so. Also volunteering their time tonight are our match officials, the referee, Mark Grossmith, and his 2 assistants, Jamie Walton and Barry Addison. If you could show your appreciation, please, for our 3 match officials. Right, no problem. Our match referee will be Jamie Walton. Mark Grossmith will be the assistant due to a little bit of a niggle. So the match rules then, we will play 2 halves of 45 minutes as we would in any other game of football. But if it's a draw at 90 minutes, we go straight to a penalty competition. And that will be 5 penalties each, followed by sudden death if required. I would like to point out that if you can give to charity, we are playing this in the name of our friend and colleague who sadly lost his life in September 2017, Matthew Golby. If you can donate to the campaign against living miserably, that's thecalmzone.net is the address you need. And you can also search Lee-Stevens12 on Just Giving for Lee Stevens page, where you can donate to the campaign against living miserably. Our match officials will shortly convene the players in the centre circle. And we will hold a 1 minute silence before the kick-off in memory of our fallen colleague Matt Golby, and yesterday being the anniversary of the tragic accident at Stonehaven. So the referee will give us the signal when they're ready, and there will be a minute silence on the referee's signal. Please observe it, and thank you very much. So the two teams then, the Three Bridges Rock controllers will be playing in the all red strip, and the signallers team will be playing in the teal and black. So match officials just waiting to get proceedings underway. Lovely weather here for it this evening. It's 18 degrees centigrade at kick-off. And unlike last year when we had a massive thunderstorm just before the start of the game, the pitch should be playing nice and true tonight. There's no wind to speak of, and yeah, it's a wonderful evening. And the first time we've done this fixture under floodlights. It's our third year here. If you're unfamiliar with the story, our fallen colleague Matt Golby lost his life in 2017. Do put mental health at the top of your agenda. It is absolutely critical. So we're just waiting for the two teams to convene around the centre circle for the coin toss and the pleasantries with the officials. And as I said, there will be a minute's silence before kick-off. My apologies for the poor sound quality when the PA system is in use. So a warm welcome to you wherever you may be watching. It's a pleasure to have you with us. And do remember, if you like what you see from your instant replay, please do like and subscribe to the YouTube channel you're watching. Quality highlights every week of local matches. Your support will be very much appreciated. So a couple of minutes until kick-off here at Culver Road Stadium. Lancing Football Club hosting this fixture for the third year running. And those of you who are familiar with the area, this is also the home of the Sussex County Football Association, and we cannot express enough our gratitude to the volunteers who have manned the bar and the burger stand to cater for all our tastes and whims tonight, and for accommodating us with all our wiring and equipment here up in the press box. This lovely setting on the Sussex coast with the Downs in view behind us. As you can see, this setting is framed very well for what should be a cracking match. Remember that the controllers team have a 2-0 lead in this series, winning the 2019 and 2020 affairs handsomely in the end. So the signallers will be determined to set the record straight tonight. As the referee brings them into the middle, we will be holding our minute silence very shortly here. Remember, if you can donate to the calmzone.net or Lee Stevens Just Giving page, Lee Stevens 12, please do so. Every little bit helps. Thank you. So about to get underway here at Culver Road. As I said, the signallers in the red kit, playing from left to right as you look at it, and the controllers, the controllers are playing in the red kit, left to right as you see it, and the signallers in the teal and black. The two team captains going through the pleasantries with the referee, Sam Long for the controllers and Matt Crowhurst for the signallers. So it'll be the signallers to kick off then. And away we go in the first half here at Lancing. This is the third annual Matt Golby trophy match between the signallers and the controllers of Three Bridges Rock. And it's the signallers that get us underway in the teal and black, playing from our right to left. And this will be Jamie Hoy. Puts it back to Matt Hoy, the number 19. Number 6 is Matt Crowhurst, the team captain, finding Lee Stevens, the player coach, out on the right. Stu Coles didn't see the man behind him, goes out for a throw to the signallers. And that's out of play for a corner. Early pressure from the signallers on the controller's side, with just a minute gone. Oh, that's a nice outswinger. And Graham Matthews called into action, but he can't keep it out. And it is an extraordinarily quick goal for the signallers after barely a minute and a half. Bundled in the end by Sam Ketch. And it's 1-0 already. And for the first time now, the controllers will have to come from behind as Levon Johnston tries a speculative effort from the halfway line. So it's 1-0, 2 minutes gone. Taking the lead from the set piece that the controller's goalkeeper tried to deal with, but flapped at it rather. And the first possession that the controllers have is to take the ball out of the net. The signallers, of course, looking to reverse 2 years of misfortune in this fixture, and just getting back is Kevin Marks to intercept the forward pass to Jamie Baker. Graham Matthews is the goalkeeper for the controllers. Boots it downfield, it's headed by Lee Stevens. Dwayne Hibbert was under that, but he ultimately lost out. Sam Long wins it back for the team in red. This is Gary Stewart making his debut and just not on the same page as Levon Johnston, who made a run to the right. Stewart thinking he was going to run through the middle, and the signallers team have the possession now, and that's Crowhurst. Forward to Ketch. Out to Jamie Baker on the right. Looking to make inroads, and that is going to trouble nobody. It was close in the end. Jamie Hoy quicker than they thought, and Graham Matthews had to smother that ball like an escaped kitten in the penalty area. Ross Allen finding Hayder Agel, scored that wonder goal last year that's appeared on TikTok many times. Here's Johnson, fails to control the ball, tries to get round the back, and in the end Curtis Flowers is equal to it and clears his lines. Stu Coles is dispossessed and the referee blows for an offside against Levon Johnston. So just gone 4 minutes in this game, already a goal up are the signallers. With that corner after what I made 84 seconds. Here's Johnston trying to run onto it and in the end overruns it, and Crowhurst is able to tidy up. Here's the pacey Hibbert. Haider Agel is in acres of space here on the right. It's a gel and it's a goal! Oh, it's another smashing effort. Haider Agel equalises, and after only 5 minutes, it's even Stevens here. What a start to this one. After last year's stalemate of the first half, it has got off to a flyer this year, and it's 1-1. Agel found himself in acres of space there. Couldn't believe his luck. That's overrun for Jamie Baker. He failed to get on the end of that one. Once again, our thanks to the Sussex County FA officials who are helping us out here. All volunteers and have given their time at very short notice to be here tonight, and we can't thank them enough. So here's Kevin Marks, having had the ball played off of him. Sam Long trying to make some industry down the left-hand side. Ultimately goes nowhere and it's back to Nick Manson. Agel getting his foot in there, ultimately unable to control it. And the signallers have possession back. Jamie Hoy looking to release Ketch and does. But Peter Thorne is able to intercept that for a corner. And again, it'll be a chance for the signallers to test Graham Matthews in goal. He failed the first test. Let's see what he can do with this one. The corner will be taken by Stevens, and it's in. Just wide goes the header. Good delivery, but failed to hit the target there. The header from Dave Thompson. Just dropping wide, thankfully for Graham Matthews' point of view, wide of his goal. Here's the controller's goal scorer, Haider Agel. Looking very useful in possession so far. Johnston here, wide on the right, playing it back to Russ Allen. A reminder, by the way, that it's rolling substitutions in this fixture, so the substitutes can come on at any time and go back off at any time, really. I'll try and keep up with it with you, but believe you me, it's hard enough from this position, let alone telling you about it. Here's Sam Long. Shane Matthews, blocked by Coles. Hibbert tries to turn and shoot, but ultimately can't make contact, and it dribbles through to the grateful hands of Curtis Flowers. 8 minutes gone here at Culver Road. The score is 1-1. Here's Agel, and he just runs it out of play. Chance for the game to reset a little bit here. A bit of a frenetic opening in the evening sunshine here in Lancing. Once again, our thanks to Your Instant Replay for providing the live stream of this game, and subscribe if you like what you see. Live coverage of matches every week. Ketch. Oh, looks to make inroads into the penalty area and just can't do it. It was blocked by Peter Thorne in the end and cleared. Industrious run from Ketch there. Johnston finds Shane Matthews. Sam Long, the subject of much speculation what team he was going to play for tonight, but he plays for the Controllers. Nearly had to get my Jim White Sky Sports yellow tie out to cover the transfer controversy, but ultimately that didn't come to fruition. That's played for. That's a nice ball for Jamie Baker. Knocked inside, and Stu Cole's not even to the challenge of the pace of that ball. Just coming up to 10 minutes gone, a good time to remind you about searching for the Calm Zone on social media or visiting www.thecalmzone.net. That's the campaign against living miserably. It's the charity we're all here for tonight, and if you can give anything, every little helps against the fight for better mental health for both men and the people around them. It is of vital importance that we keep that funding going. Sam Hobden being closed down by Hayder Agel, and Hobden just has to pop it out for a throw-in. There was not much of an exit route there for him. Agel will throw it in to Long. Long falls over, but the referee thinks it is just that. Taken out of play, says the official. Throw conceded by Jamie Hoy, and it'll be Hayder Agel to take it again. So Hayder has now 2 goals in this fixture, and it's a foul throw against Ross Allen. And it's a foul throw again. Looks like that hasn't been in the training drills this week. Throw-ins. Finally, one is nailed by Hayder Agel. Nack Manson boots it forward, and he finds Sam Hobden. The deflections end up at the feet of Gary Stewart. Gary Stewart's going to have a run at it now, and in the end, enough of a touch by Matt Crowhurst to cut the pace off of that one. Jamie Hoy puts it back to his namesake Matt Hoy. Here's Ant Bennett, first time I've said his name tonight. Matt Hoy looking for an outlet. And offside against Jamie Baker, who'd mistimed his run. I don't think that was very close in the end. So the resulting free kick is taken by Phil Nat Manson. Oh, the jump missed by Ant Bennett. Thankfully, it goes to his own player from his perspective. Coles. That finds Ketch. It's blocked by Thorne, who stands statuesque in front of him, currying no favour there. Throw in to the signallers. And again, off the boot of Kevin Marks. Throw-in will be taken again by Lee Stevens. And again by Lee Stevens. This is an attritional passage of the game here. Controllers on the back foot somewhat. Signallers trying to make something happen to restore their lead. After the flurry of the activity of the first 4 minutes, somewhat calmed down since then. Well, that's in the area now, and in the end, Jamie Baker just couldn't hold it up for enough time. That was sloppy by Shane Matthews. Finds Ant Bennett. And that's Matt Crowhurst. Bennett again. No offside given this time. And it's put behind by Nat Manson. That was destined for a teal and black boot in the penalty area. Ketch was marauding. But Nat Manson had to ping it behind for another corner. It's their third of the game to the signallers. It'll be Baker to take this one. In it swings. The header down. It comes off Gary Stewart. And there's an infringement for which the referee gives a free kick. You have to say the Signals have had the better part of the first half here so far. They've had more possession. But it is 1-1 after that fantastic solo effort by Agel, who finds the ball now. Long, and Agel just not equal to it. Sam Long is the fixture's top scorer with 3 goals, 2 in the first year, 1 in last year. Agel now sits on 2. Jack Burns, of course, who may well be watching up in Scotland, has done a transfer north of the border. Challenge there between Shane Matthews and Stu Coles ultimately results in Baker making a run, and Kevin Marks is able to cut it out. A rather sliced clearance by Graham Matthews. Nat Manson doesn't deal with it, and here's Baker again. My apologies, Jamie Hoy. And it's a free kick conceded by Ross Allen in a dangerous position just outside the area. Baker stands over it. Plenty up in the box. A few pushes and shoves, but it's cleared by Dwayne Hibbert. Dave Thompson. And the Signals lose out. Johnston playing through Hayder Agel, and Hibbert making the run, couldn't quite get on the end of it. It was cut out by the defender. And now the Signalers have the possession again, and they look very comfortable in it when they've had it. Catch. Long with the challenge, and put out for the corner by Kevin Marks. This is some sustained pressure from the Signalers team now. The controllers are just feeding off the scraps at the moment. 17 minutes gone. Corner again, swings out. Matthews meets it with a punch. Jamie Baker with the header. And into the outstretched arms of Graham Matthews off the head of Dave Thompson. It really had no power or direction on it, that header. And it was easy pickings for Graham Matthews, who will just let his confidence build up again after that early beating. Matt Hoy making a forward run. No one was in the same page as him or in a legal position to get the ball. Graham Matthews finding Shane Matthews, no relation, and Ross Allen beats himself there, and the ball dribbles out for a throw. Catch from the throw of Hobden. Here is Hobden. Jamie Hoy. Matt Hoy. Across the Met Crowhurst, the team captain. Here's Lee Stevens. Ball played forward. That's Dave Thompson, and goes out for a signaller's throw. Again, in a little bit of a threatening position here, the men in blue. Foul throw given. It's a wasted opportunity there. Obviously the throw-in drills have not been going on this week. A note for next year for the coaches. So the controller's throw-in will be taken by Kevin Marks. Headed in by Sam Long, but only finding the feet of Coles. This is Lee Stevens. Catch. And Jamie Baker unable to keep it under his control. And it goes back for a goal kick. So 20 minutes gone here at Culver Road. The score remains 1-1. That's a very poor goal kick from Matthews. And he's lucky to get away with that. Bounced off the chest of Jamie Hoy, but the threat isn't over yet. Sam Hobden from distance can't trouble the arms of Graham Matthews that much. And this time he rolls it out. Shane Matthews. Again, in a lot of space on the left. Opts for Johnston instead. He rather gets his feet mixed up. Thorne fluffs his lines. Nack Manson has to tidy up with Ross Allen. Johnston with a thundering ball forward. And it's a foot race here between Lee Stevens and Dwayne Hibbert. But the big right back will lose out in the end. Here's Hibbert. Hibbert on the ball now, and it goes out for a corner. All set up by that really searching through ball by Johnston. Put Stevens under pressure at the back, and Hibbert was able to win the corner. So this corner will swing in with what breeze there is. It's blowing from left to right here. You can see the corner flag in the distance. So the wind is at the controllers' backs. Corner taken by Sam Long. Hibbert beaten to it in the air. Shane Matthews trying to win it back for the controllers, and does. And over the bar it goes, as Jamie Baker has stayed down on his haunches. So it does appear we've had a substitution. Salim Ali has come on for Ross Allen at right back. Salim Ali wearing number 3. Again, social media star for his questionable tackle last year. Has appeared on many Lad Bible videos on Facebook. Free kick to the signallers. Thompson. Oh, and the run into the area, checked for a moment by Marks. Oh, there's going to be a clear shot here. No, they all close around him. Baker setting up Ketch. Ketch looking for an outlet, and he can't find one, and somehow it doesn't go out of play or in the goal. It comes back out, and here's a gel, and Shane Matthews will look to boot this into the stratosphere. He doesn't. Johnston. Phil Nack-Manson. A gel finds Johnston again, and that will be a free kick to the controllers. Given against Sam Hobden, who gets a bit of a speaking to by the referee there. Stern words for Sam Hobden from the ref there. Well, we're at 24 minutes gone. The score is 1-1. Nat Manson standing over this free kick, surveying his kingdom, looking for his prey. It's played down the right for a gel, and the less said about that, the better, I think. I don't think anyone knew what Nat Manson was doing there. I don't think even he did. The free kick taken by Curtis Flowers for the Signallers. And again, it's another poor one. Hayder Agel didn't really expect to get it, but get it he did. And out for a throw. It's careless by Matt Hoy. Ali. Long lets it go, and it's firm intervention by Matt Hoy. Lee Stevens finds Stuart Coles. Challenge comes in. Jamie Baker tries to get the ball back but can't. Sam Long again, who's been the industrious one here, along with Hayder Agel in midfield. Agel finds Hibbert, and clumsy is what the referee will rule there. Nothing doing. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and it dribbles out harmlessly for a goal kick to the Signallers. Here's Matt Hoy. Hoy boots it forwards and offside against Jamie Baker. To note that Ryan Searle is now in goal for the Three Bridges Rock controller side. Graham Matthews taking a bit of a rest. I'm doing it. Sorry, the press box being abused by the father of the substitute goalkeeper. So the referee here has been brought in to talk to his assistant. Something's gone on here. The referee having another stern word there, this time with Ann Bennett over an infringement. I think words were said there. Anyway, we move on. Here's Kevin Marks in an advanced position. Lovely ball to Hibbert. Ultimately, he's trying to get shadowed out of it, but he keeps possession wonderfully well. And it has to be a firm foot from Coles that takes possession off of him. Here's Stevens. Coles again, looking to run at them. Jamie Hoy. And that was to no one in particular. Pete Smith now on, wearing number 11 at the back. He has come on, I believe, for Peter Thorne, who's gone off for a well-earned breather and to check in with the British Legion, I'm assuming. Meanwhile, the Three Bridges Rock controllers have won a corner from an innocuous piece of play by the looks of things. Sam Long will take it. 28 and a half minutes gone. The score is 1-1, and here is Sam Long. It's a searching ball and it has to be dealt with, and that will go behind for another corner off the head of Lee Stevens. A gel this time from the right. Oh, and appeals for handball. And the referee doesn't agree. Slice from Peter Smith and it goes out harmlessly. Well, the appeals for the handball there, ultimately not given. I don't think he knew much about it, to be honest. But certainly another threat from the controller's side. Johnston checked his run, assuming he was offside. Checks with the official who gives him the thumbs up that he was. A little bit of more positive play there for the control side, who've been found wanting in possession at some points in this first half. Throw-in to be taken by Stevens for the Signallers. Long tries to intercept. Is done by Peter Smith. And it's another throw-in. Cross tries to come along the ground and Ryan Searle's equal to it. Potentially tricky ball along the ground there. And showing the confidence. The Norwich City supporting Ryan Searle in goal. But a cheap giveaway in possession ends up with a cheap offside. That won't count. Wouldn't even count tomorrow. Ketch just found himself the wrong side there, mistiming his run. Dave Thompson's pass forward just not equal to the industry that was shown by Ketch. Nat Manson's free kick is intercepted by Sam Hobden. There's Ant Bennett. Nat Manson appeals for offside, it's not given, and Ketch. Good save from Ryan Searle, and then in the end, over it went. Nat Manson froze to the spot, convinced there was an offside. It wasn't given. And Ryan Searle had to throw himself behind that one from Sam Ketch. And remarkably, it's still 1-1. Matthews finds a gel. Oh, that's lovely work. Shane Matthews again. A gel finds Long. Ali. Long is fouled. By Dave Thompson. Free kick to the controllers taken quickly by Let Manson. Here's Shane Matthews. Kevin Marks can't keep it in play. So with 33 minutes gone, score still 1-1. Darkness falling here in Lancing. The light of the floodlights will be on soon, I'm assuming. Here's Ketch looking to make a full run into the box. Gets in there without a challenge. And it's left to Salim Ali to tidy up. It's not put out very fast. Stu Coles tries to get it. And Pete Smith wrestles possession away. And here's Hibbert. That's a lovely ball to Shane Matthews, and Agel is in a mile of space again. He's going to have a run at them too. Johnston. Nat Manson with a cross. And it's just over the top. It was a cross shot. I think he might have got greedy in the end there, Phil Nat Manson. Getting a nosebleed that far forward in open play. So the player coach is on for the controllers. Dan McShane comes over to this right flank in the midfield. And it'll be Hayder Agel taking a breather. Oh, and Hibbert gets the ball in a great position and scores! The poor clearance ultimately resulting in the goal for Dwayne Hibbert. He got the ball just outside the penalty area and he had all the time in the world to shoot. And the score after 35 minutes, controllers 2, signallers 1. And all that early work in possession from the signallers has been undone with one mistake. I'll have the bit between their teeth now. Playing frustrated. That'll be Crowhurst. That finds Dave Thompson. Oh, and it's given away again. And here's Shane Matthews. And I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. But if that was a shot on goal, I'm not sure he's putting that one in the photo album. So the signallers can breathe again. 10 minutes to go in the first half. There were a couple of stoppages. Back to Curtis Flowers. Incidentally, there is no substitute goalkeeper for the three British signallers. Should it be required, it'll be an emergency keeper. Flowers is expected to play the whole game. So it does look like the controllers have slightly changed tactics, pushing their wing backs up. There's Marks, and Johnston just beaten to it by Stevens. Peter Smith putting it back in play, and neither McShane nor Stewart were in his target. And now the controllers find themselves short at the back here. They've got men over. Jamie Hoy is coming in from the left, but it'll be Baker to score. And with the score at 2-2, that is more than a riposte to the error that was made that gave away the goal to Hibbert. Jamie Baker getting his name on the score sheet for the first time in this fixture. So the score is 2-2. And if you've just joined us, Sam Ketch opened the scoring for the Signallers after 84 seconds. Equaliser after 5 minutes from Hayder Agel. Dwayne Hibbert gave the controllers the lead on 35 minutes. And we've just seen Jamie Baker equalise for the Signallers. 2-2. This is a far more competitive match than we've had in previous years. The Controllers, of course, leading the match series 2-0. The Signallers looking to right that historic wrong this year. Nagmanson finds Matt Hoy, who looks for an outlet forward of him. Tries to get Stu Coles involved. Kevin Marks with the clearance. Coles. Stevens looks for a good ball into the area. It'll be left to Ali. And that'll be a throw into the controller's side. Deflection off Bennett. Shane Matthews. Gary Stewart making his debut in this fixture this year. And that was off the back of his player colleague Shane Matthews. And it falls into the possession of the signallers' side now. Baker, the scorer of the equalising goal. Stevens. Matt Hoy. Baker again out wide on the right. Stevens will look for another outlet forward of him, but again it just falls short of his expectations as the floodlights go on here. Just after 8:10 local time. Foul. And it'll be a useful position for this free kick for the signallers' side as Jamie Baker makes his way back up. So they'll throw support forward here. The free kick being stood over by Stevens. In it comes. And Gary Stewart with the clearance. And Ant Bennett with something that barely made it into the protective netting behind the goal. So 4 minutes of regular time at the end of the first half remaining. It's 2-2. And there may be some tough words at half time for both of these sides. There have been mistakes made. And there's been some really good play as well. Here's Ketch. Looking to set forward Jamie Hoy. But it's just out of his reach. And it dribbles through harmlessly to Ryan Searle, who's grateful for it. Hibbert couldn't control that. A little bit too much action on that one. Crowhurst. Matt Hoy's just swapped sides here in the centre-back position. He's gone out onto the right, and Matt Crowhurst has come to the left-hand side of the centre. It's not where they started tonight. But the signallers team, unlike the controllers, have managed to get through the first half with their starting 11. So they were obviously in a little bit more preparedness for this one. Matt Hoy with the ball forward. Bit of a scramble. Jamie Baker loses out. And it's a throw-in. Taken hurriedly, or attempted to, by Lee Stevens. He now looks for a blue shirt to find, and he has to go backwards. Matt Hoy, and an infringement spotted by the referee. Shane Matthews protests his innocence. However, free kick it was, and here's Sam Hobden, cuts inside McShane. Hobden tries to get the ball through. Jamie Baker will get it. And a scramble at goal, and it's in from Sam Ketcher, his second of the game. No communication at the back. And with half-time looming, the signallers take a 3-2 lead. Well. What was going on at the back? You can't really describe it to your own worst enemy, that one. So a minute to go. Can The controllers catch the signals on the hop before the oranges are handed out. Long will try and put Hibbert through. Stevens in the way. Throw in. Long to Levon. And there is Marks. Sam Long again. Looks promising. He was looking for that. And the throw-in conceded by the signaller side, knowing that time is on their side here. Kevin Marks will be taking the throw-in. See if he can launch it forward. There's probably only about 30 seconds to go here. Smith. Careless. Thompson. Oh, and they're going to get caught again here. And it's 4. Ketch with the hat-trick on the stroke of half-time. And the signallers are now running rampant here. The controllers caught at the back again. No organisation at all, really. Everyone caught out of position. And it was a feeding frenzy in the end. Signallers had 2 men on. We have barely seconds to go now, surely. Sam Hobden had the beating of McShane, but it was a wayward pass put out for a throw-in by Nagmanson. And the half-time whistle sounds. With the score at 4-2 to the signallers. A first half hat-trick for Sam Ketch. And Jamie Baker as well on the 37th minute. The controllers with much to ponder. They have not been in this position in this fixture before. It was 1-1 at half-time last year and 3-1 at half-time in 2019. And now the signallers will have their first half-time lead in this series, leading as they do by 4-2. welcome back to those who were working. Welcome back to those of you who are with us, and welcome if you're just joining us. This is the third annual Matt Golby Trophy match between the Three Bridges Signallers and the Three Bridges Controllers. And with the score of 4-2 for the Signallers, it's looking good for them to win their first iteration of this in the 3 years of it running. So the second half still to go, 45 minutes, and a reminder that if we're all level at 90 minutes, it's straight to a penalty competition. There will be no extra time. So our referee, Jamie Walton of the Sussex County Football Association, will be looking to get us underway here. And we're away in the second half. The controllers playing in the reds. They're playing from our right to left in this second half, and Hibbert is already having a sniff of this. Pacey start. Like the first half, straight up the other end. The signallers are in the teal and dark shorts. And also a reminder for those of you just joining us, it's rolling substitutions. Here is Hayder Agel. And he's held there. It's a free kick. Given away by Coles. And it'll be Sam Long to tee it up. Phil Nat-Manson forward from the back along with Kevin Marks. Agel out to Sam Long's right on the edge of the area. He's got a clear shot at goal if he wants it. It's put into the area. Punched away by Curtis Flowers. And now Jamie Hoy has the chance to set up Sam Ketch. And he blasts it straight into Gary Stewart. So a throw into the signallers. Another mazy run attempted by Hoy, but he loses out. And here's Gary Stewart. Hayder Agel gets his foot in there. It's enough to keep possession. Another infringement. This time by Thompson. Free kick conceded, and Sam Long again in the thick of that action. Well, who will take it this time? Looks like Shane Matthews will tee this one up. Nat-Manson and Ali go forward, leaving the back a little bit bare. Nat-Manson steps back now. On the edge of the area is Long, and that is high, wide and long. No relation. And making Curtis Flowers mount the scenery to go and get the ball. To take this goal kick. Hobden finds Crowhurst. Bennett finds Baker. Baker again set through. He's one-on-one with Shane Matthews. Baker makes the turn. He's got support arriving. He's still going. And it's a great save by Graham Matthews. Phil Nat-Manson doesn't know where the ball is, and he puts it out eventually only as far as Dave Thompson. Goodness me. And eventually the pressure's off as Coles gives it away to Agel. Another defensive mess there, this time tidied up by the save of Graham Matthews, who was prostrate on the ground. Just time to call in another substitute, this time for the Signallers. Jack Evans is now on for them, number 26. Cleared by Shane Matthews for the controllers. Sam Hobden will chase it out and scoop up the ball for the throw-in. And another foul throw. Goodness, we've had about 4 of them tonight. Note to teacher, must do throw-ins. Shane Matthews. Ali finds Nat Manson. Untidy. Nat Manson tries to make his own error right again and causes the referee to blow up for a free kick. Left his foot in there, did Phil Nat Manson. I think he knows it, as he walks back rather circumspect to his own area. Another substitution, Pete Thorne coming on for the control side. Gary Stewart making way for him, so a slight tactical change will ensue. So the free kick just about 15 yards over the halfway line. Here it comes, and Shane Matthews equal to it. Dan McShane fluffs his lines there and gives possession back. And in the end, it's deflected and pinged through to Graham Matthews in the controller's goal. Again, not many people knowing what that ball was doing as it came back towards them. Agel heads the ball, falls over. Here's Baker. Oh, that's great skill. Blasted into the area by Evans. And eventually it deflects out to Lavon Johnston. And Dwayne Hibbert cutting a lonely figure up front now for the controllers, as the Signallers again enjoying the majority of the possession. And offside against Sam Ketch, scorer of a first half hat-trick. The first hat-trick we've had in this fixture, actually. Had a couple of near misses in the past. Referee wasn't ready for that. Making them go back into the correct position for the free kick. Nat Manson dribbles it forward for Matthews. Ali. Oh, that's a great run. Ali still in possession. Hibbert. Johnston in a central position. Thorne lets that run through to Marks. Sam Long looking to get Hayder Agel in behind. Looking to outrun his defender Matt Crowhurst, and Hayder just stumbles there, unfortunately, and it will be deflected out for a throw into the controllers. Sam Long will take it. Deflected off deflected off Stuart Coles. Agel. And Johnston high, wide and handsome over the back. Flowers going to retrieve the ball. The score still Signallers 4, Controllers 2. The Signallers again looking to sort of stabilise their possession. They won't do it with balls like that, and they're very lucky to get it back. Here is Ketch. Ketch found Evans, but he had to turn backwards. Slap forward, and here's Baker. Keeps it in play, and Manson misses it completely. Jamie Hoy also missed it. Don't think he was quite in step with it. Sam Hobden, and behind it goes. For a goal kick. 9 minutes gone. Signallers 4-2 up in this, the second half. Just a reminder, match coverage being provided by Your Instant Replay. If you like what you see, subscribe and like the video. Weekly highlights and live streams from around the area. And they're providing their time to us very kindly for the third year running with video coverage of this game. Looks like Hobden's just cramped up there a little bit. Ali assisting as he then gets up and trots back to position. So there will be a substitution. It's Sam Ketch going off. The hat-trick hero makes way. And he'll have a little sit down after his goal glut. In his stead comes Russ Vickery, who'll play up front now. Johnston. That's a thundering ball forward. Hobden, I think, has cramped up again. That'll be concerning. He's not playing at full pace here. And he's trotting back towards the bench, I think. Meanwhile, play continues with the Signallers in possession. Now controllers take it back. It's Shane Matthews. And it'll be a throw in. And I think Sam Hobden, will come off. Cramped up again. You saw it as that run back was happening, and unfortunately for Sam Hobden, I think his match is over. On in his place comes Wayne Cheetham, number 17. Incidentally, Ross Vickery is wearing number 16 up front there. Coles, powerful header, finds Vickery. Oh, that's a lovely bit of control there. And Bennett, offside appeal from Phil Manson again, not forthcoming. And Graham Matthews will be forced to chase it to the sideline. Sprints back into position. Nat Manson just guides it back to the player who took the throw-in. But they can only find Kevin Marks. And here comes a gel, and he's going to set off Hibbert here, and he's going to get into a foot race with Matt Hoy, that ultimately Matt Hoy will win. And we have another stoppage here. Player down. Trying to see who it is. Matt Crowhurst has gone down here. It's a little bit concerning. It was an off-the-ball occurrence. And you never want to see a match end like that for somebody. As Matt Crowhurst is helped off the pitch by Ant Bennett. You saw him pull up immediately, and the referee knew that was severe enough to stop play. Well, we're in the 58th minute here at Lancing. Lights are on. Sun's gone down. Temperature's gone a little bit chilly. And the ball is sportingly played back to the Signallers side, and we carry on. Sad end for Crowhurst, the captain of the Signallers side. He would have wanted to see this one out. Here's Baker. Stepped over and offside appealed for again and not given. Nick Manson seems to have his hand on a piece of string every time a defender is beaten. But nothing doing from the match officials. And they're lucky to get away with that one. Long sets away Hibbert down the left-hand side. He's desperate for support. He finds Long coming in behind him. And in the end, the pass is not up to standard. Well, they say keeper, but he's beaten by Vickery. And another defensive shambles for the control team. The substitute, Russ Vickery, scoring on the hour to give the Signallers a 5-2 lead. And this is turning into a very unpleasant evening for the controllers. A reminder that they won the first fixture in 2019 by 5-2, and we're already there now against them. Everyone shouted keeper. Graham Matthews was nowhere near close enough. And Russ Vickery just ran on to the end of it. And here they go again. Thorne cutting this one out. Here's Salim Ali. Long. Matt Manson, whose impassioned pleas for offside every 5 minutes have gone unanswered. But now here's Sam Long in an adventurous position. An instant response here will keep the controllers in the game. Hibbert, a gel. Hibbert again. Intercepted by the defender, and Hibbert has really cut a very lonely figure up front at times in this second half. No support. Matt Manson's got to get his lines right here and does. Had Vickery marauding behind him. Here's the Shane version of the Matthews. No relation. Dwayne Hibbert. And Daniel McShane just couldn't run onto that one. And it goes through to Curtis Flowers. Crossfield ball intended for Baker. Cut out by Kevin Marks. Hibbert. On the right there's McShane. He couldn't control it. And despite his flurry of activity over in that corner of the field, he couldn't get the possession back. Here's Shane Matthews. Finds Hibbert again. McShane in space on the right. Looking for a good early ball. Finds Johnston. Ali. Controllers need to get on with this. Here's Johnston with a shot, and it's off target. It goes harmlessly out for a goal kick. A gel. Johnston. Coles with a clever move there, but ultimately Baker's beaten in possession. Illegally, says the referee. Foul given against Thorne. Peter Thorne wasn't happy with that decision. Baker looking for Coles, finds a gel, and controllers back in possession again. Signallers are playing a little deeper now. They've got this substantial lead. Johnston tries to catch the defender in possession, almost does. Matt Hoy. Thompson. Cheatham will just play keep ball here. It doesn't need to be adventurous from the signallers now. It's going to be a long 25 minutes for Control unless their fortunes change. And Hibbert running through the middle. And cut out by Lee Stevens. The hope of youth. Cancelled out by experience. Jamie Baker, scorer of the opening goal. My apologies, the equalising goal in the second half. The Signallers' second. Of course, it was Ketch who got the first goal. Sam Long. Long making inroads down that left-hand side and finds Hibbert. Gel's in an advanced position. And contrary to popular belief, he can miss. So as expected, Ryan Searle back on for his second stint in goal. And we're now halfway through the second half. Oh, now onto it run the Signallers, and they've got a good through ball here, and it just outruns Dave Thompson. And Ryan Searle will have the chance to boot it forwards. Hibbert can't control it, finds Evans, who finds no one in particular. Ali, Mac Manson, and I'm not sure what Ali was doing there, but he very helpfully catches the ball for the next thrower. Oh, and Manson with a firm challenge on Coles. And again, the Signallers don't really have to do anything interesting here. They just need to keep the ball and almost frustrate their opposition into mistakes, of which there have been plenty. Ross Allen is back on. Shane Matthews, Peter Thorne getting out of that little pickle, that little logjam in the middle of the field, finds Ali. Hader a gel. Johnston able to prevent the forward run of the signaller's side. Evans almost gave it away cheaply there, and does give it away cheaply, and Hibbert is one-on-one with Flowers. Hibbert goes round the keeper and scores to make it 5-3, and hope springs eternal with 20 minutes to go. Dwayne Hibbert with his second of the match. On the stroke of 69 minutes, Hibbert makes it 5-3, and we may well have a contest here again. For the first time really, Dwayne Hibbert showing his raw pace through the middle. Had the beating of everybody, and it was a very assured finish around Curtis Flowers. Stu Coles had support outside but didn't find him. Corner ball. That time off Nick Manson. Corner comes in and misses everyone. The header over at the far side was a mere punctuation of everyone else's inertia. It was Dave Thompson who put it wide at the end of all that. I don't think he really expected to be on the end of it. Here's Levon Johnston. Speculative. Try to get Hibbert on the run again. He'll have another chance. This time he puts it round the back. Here's a gel. Ross Allen arriving in support with Hibbert. Daniel McShane just off of them. This ain't over yet. Ali almost just played it down to Pete Thorne there, and he just wasn't at the pace of the ball. And Cheetham finds Jamie Baker. Oh, he's making a mazy run around the back of Kevin Marks, and that's all he could do as he puts it behind. "72 minutes gone." A reminder, you're watching your instant replays coverage of the Matt Golby Trophy 2021, the third such time we're here. Another sloppy defensive passage comes to an end, thankfully, for the controllers, who can now play out. Thorne finds a gel. That's a nice ball. And a gel will now try and set Hibbert free again. Oh, and there's danger here as well from Johnston. And the signallers had to come back and corral the ball away very quickly indeed. The dual threat of those two up front. And Coles now looks to catch the controllers team cold, and Shane Matthews is able to shepherd the ball back to Ryan Searle safely. Oh, goodness me, what a intervention by Bennett, who's made a cracking run, and the shot wasn't up to the run, let's put it that way. So another substitution. Kevin Marks ending a long shift in this one. He's replaced by Pete Smith, number 11. Shane Matthews finding Ross Allen, who again sloppy, and the foul given away by Matthews. It really had to be given away, to be honest. There's words being had here between Thorne and Jamie Baker, and teammates are having to intervene. It's not the most savoury sight. Baker standing over this one, along with Ant Bennett, looking towards the far side of the area. There's players lined up waiting for it. Slight hold up here as the referee just goes and has a word with Baker, presumably for that verbal altercation with Thorne. "15 minutes left here. The score is 5-3, but the Signallers with the lead and this free kick. Baker winding up. Bennett also standing over it. Baker will leave it to Bennett. And over it goes, just over the bar. It was good judgment by Ryan Searle in the end. He was able to determine that was going over, but it was only just. And Manson very riskily taking the goal kick without Searle back on the field. And that, of course, is an infringement. Referee orders a retake. Thorne with an instinctive pass forward, but it really doesn't go anywhere and useful from his perspective. Agel coming back to help out. Bennett gets the possession back for the Signallers. Here's Coles. And in the end, that comes to nothing as well. 13 minutes remaining. Can the controllers get one back to turn the last 10 minutes into a bit of a frenzy? I believe Sam Long's just rejoined us. I think it is Johnston making way. Coles. He's been really at the heart of everything good in the Signallers' play, Coles. He's had a great game. Oh, it's run away by Long. And he's going to try and get it forward to Dwayne Hibbert, and does. Hibbert crowded off it. And Hibbert eventually, in his eagerness to get the ball back, concedes the foul. Free kick taken. Ali intercepts it. Ross Allen. Long. Ali. Oh, Ali's going to have a run of this. Now turns in and finds Sam Long. He's got McShane in front of him and Pete Smith. Lays it off for Thorne. Smith. And nothing comes of it. Smith tries to challenge Coles and nearly gets the referee's attention. And throw-in conceded. There's Dave Thompson, who rejoined the field of play at the inopportune moment for long there. Bennett. And across came Shane Matthews to deal with it. Thorne now playing up in midfield. Here's Hibbert. Long behind him, Smith alongside. Now finds a gel in a clear position. Oh, and Long having to put Flowers under pressure there. Flowers ultimately winning out. Shane Matthews. Oh, Gel looking to flick it on, missed it. McShane able to keep it in play. Oh, Hyder Gel is still interested in this one. And the sub comes on for the Signallers. I believe that Sam Ketch is back on, scorer of the hat-trick. Ketch will take up position in a midfield position. Here is Ketch. Jamie Baker. Oh, they're in behind here now. Looking for a good cross. Ali is able to get the contact that it needed. Ketch lays it off. Cheetham. Sam Ketch. Just past the outstretched leg of Vickery. Jamie Baker. Can't find anyone but Phil McMenson. Ross Allen. That's cheaply given away to Coles. But Coles can't go forwards with it. And to the back it will go again. Well, now under 10 minutes to go. And the shots, and that comes to nothing. It was Ketch again. Looking for number 4 for him. Another sub on for the Signallers. It's a throw into Control, who now have, well, barely 7.5 minutes to make amends here. Still a 2-goal deficit. The Signallers leading 5 goals to 3. Out it goes for a throw to the Signallers. And for the Controllers, it's getting a little bit of desperation time now. Having to challenge for every ball. Tired legs out there. And there's an infringement spotted by the linesman on the far side. The referee obligingly gives the free kick that results. Hayder Agel goes off, replaced by Levon Johnston, coming back on for the last few minutes. There's no rush here for the Signallers at all. They don't have to. They're in the pound seats. And Ryan Searle watches that harmlessly go past. Another sub on in the meanwhile for the signalist side. I'll try and keep you up to date. Like another tactical change with more bolstering for that back line. I believe that's Jamie Hoy back on, who drops back into the midfield. Catch. It's a bit messy, but the signalers still come away with it. Ketch attempted to take it forward, and Manson got in his way. And another infringement, this time given away by Pete Thorne. It's another free kick, and the controllers just cannot get any meaningful possession here in this last passage of the game. Just over 5 minutes to go. It's still 5-3, and now the controller's staring down the barrel of another signaller's free kick. Everyone back for the controllers except Dwayne Hibbert. Jamie Hoy. Oh, and it forced Ryan Searle into the save. That was going in. It dipped very late. Oh, did he not get a touch on it at all? Oh, the referee's given a goal kick. It must have come off the bar, I reckon. Phil Nat Manson takes the resulting goal kick. Coles heads it back. Vickery tries to get in there. Nat Manson ultimately gets enough of it to send it forwards. 4 minutes to go. Smith tries to hold it up and does successfully get the free kick. Well, the control side will send everybody forward here. They have got to score. It's as simple as that. And if they don't from this, you fear this may well be it. Shane Matthews looking for an outlet. Punts it forward, hopefully. And in the end, it's a blue shirt that gets it. Jamie Hoy. And it's put out for a throw right in the corner. Johnston. Bit of rough and tumble on the far byline there. I think the referee did not give the throw in there, gave a free kick to the signallers. Nope, it's a throw in. Which amounts to very little. Just over 2 minutes remaining then in this, the second half. The scoreline still 5-3. Another infringement, this time again by the controllers. The signallers will take their time. My apologies, a throw in. And the shot comes in from distance from Coles, and Ryan Searle is right behind it. Oh, Hibbert just missed his footing there, unlucky. Ketch and Smith having a battle on the centre spot. that Ketch ultimately wins. Shepherded back to Ryan, so we're just coming up to the final minute here. Oh, Nate Manson crumbles to the floor. He didn't know much about that. Luckily for him, the controllers get possession back with Long. Hibbert going the wrong way. Now has possession again. Being bossed off of it by Ketch. Nat Manson tries to find Sam Long and they're not on the same page. It has been a little bit of that for the controllers tonight. It's been a bit of a lesson. After 2 years of glory, the Signallers may well here have got their name on the scoreboard in this fixture. Just remains to me to thank again our match officials, the volunteers here at Lansing and Your Instant Replay for providing this coverage. Jamie Baker in the area. Looks for the cross. Nat Manson gets ahead to it and puts it out for a corner. And that Manson, sadly for him, has done himself a bit of a disservice with that clearance there, and he's had to drag himself off the pitch. Hadra Joe will come on to replace him. Done a hell of a shift back there at the back. And all around him were losing their heads. Now we're in time added on by the referee now. Signallers just playing keep ball. They don't have to do anything creative. Deflected off Johnston. Here's Ketch. Shane Matthews clears it. Stuart Coles missed his lines. Sam Hobden back on. It's a good sign. Well done to him. Referee blows for a free kick to the controllers. It was Shane Matthews fouled on the edge of the area, and there can't be much longer to go now. So with the free kick, it goes forward. Here's Hibbert. He's forced out wider, keeps it in play. Long around the back, Smith's in the middle and he can't find him, and that may well be that. Referee looks at his watch. And that's it. The Signallers have won the first of their titles in this game with a score of 5-3. In the end, there was too much defensive disarray for the controllers. The Signallers played a very slick game today. The possession counted. And the hat-trick hero, Sam Ketch, with 3 of the goals, that gives the Signallers the Matt Golby Trophy in 2021 with a result of 5-3. And the result of 5-3, and man of the match, Sam Ketch, for his hat-trick effort tonight. So the trophy presentation will take place shortly. Can we have a round of applause, please, for our players? And our match officials who've given their time voluntarily tonight. Well played, gentlemen. To our camera crew from Your Instant Replay, and the facilities here by Lancing, again, all staffed by volunteers. Thanks again for coming out to help us tonight. So your 2021 Matt Golby Trophy winners, the Three Bridges Rock Signallers. Well, as we reflect here on another night well done by Lancing Football Club, thanks to them, thanks to the guys from Your Instant Replay for supporting this fixture. I've been Ben Haslam, your match commentator. I hope I haven't bored you too much. The final score here, Culver Road, Signallers 5, Controllers 3.